Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esoteric Atlanta. Just a quick message before we get into our show today. First and foremost, such a special thank you to all of our patrons and to our producers here on Esoteric Atlanta. Of course, you guys know you are the OGs of this channel, and without you guys, without your support, this channel would not be possible. As it is Mercury retrograde, funnily enough, I'm having a hard time pulling up the names of Patreons and producers to put the roll call in. Hopefully, once Mercury retrograde is past, I'll be able to do that again. But thank you so much to all of you guys. You mean so much to me. And before we get into the episode as well, I just want to remind you guys, especially since Christmas is around the corner, if you have a little weirdo in your life, like we all are, if you have somebody who is interested in the occult, we still have tickets available for our roundtable over on Gnostic TV called Tales of Survival of the Dark Side, where people who were born and raised in occult families and people who research the occult tell their stories. And we are constantly adding new people to this roundtable. If you buy a ticket now, your ticket is good for always. So you always get to get notified when a new person is in this category, in this roundtable, and it is a great present for anybody who is maybe hard to buy for because they are a little weirdo like we are. So that's just an idea for you guys for Christmas presents for a friend or somebody who would be interested in this type of work. Before we get into the show, I am going to show a brief commercial for this roundtable, and then we will get into it. Hello, everybody. If you are a fan of the occult, especially the darker side of the occult, if you like learning about the stuff that is done in the shadows, boy, do we have an event for you.
We want to welcome you to Tales of Survival from the Dark Side. Wow, what a lineup of speakers we have. I've had the privilege of meeting incredible survivors on my channel, Aquarius Rising Africa, over the past 4 years. And it's been an amazing journey for me to bring them over and just share with more new people sharing their stories.
Now, guys, this event is going to be held over on Gnostic TV, and
Indeed.
tickets are now on sale. They're 50% off, right, Shanti? So we have a link below. And also, if you want to watch the full trailer of the event, which cannot be shown on YouTube, you can hop over to Gnostic TV and watch that trailer as well. We're looking to release this panel live on Gnostic TV on Friday, October the 11th. At 11 a.m. Eastern time. So
tickets are 50% off, and once you've bought your ticket, you can watch as many shows as you want, and you can watch them as many times as you want. Support our survivors. They deserve to be heard, and there's nothing better, more healing for a survivor than to be told, I believe you.
So thank you, guys. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask Shanti or me down in the comment section below. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you guys over on Gnostic TV. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Esoteric Atlanta. Of course, my name is Bryce. Thank you guys for being so patient. I went quiet this week went dark this week on the YouTube channel because I wanted to try to correct some of the, we'll just say the rhythms of this platform. And I have a feeling that this is going to be an ongoing struggle for the next couple of months. You guys know why. Again, I can't say too much about that. And I decided today we are going to be doing my episode on skinwalkers that I put on the community board. It will be the second episode I've done on skinwalkers, but I am trying to gather some more information before I actually film that episode. So that is coming. Just know that it is in the works to be presented, but it's just going to take me a few more days just to kind of get my head around some stuff so that I can deliver the information to you kind of in storytelling fashion, as I like to do. And speaking of storytelling fashion, because, historically, that 10 years from now, this might all change. But what we know thus far is that as far as collectively, we'll say our ancestors all around the globe, if we go back to like ancient times, storytelling is how they gave information before there was formal schooling. They did it in the form of storytelling. We have great works of art like Beowulf, which is now written down, but from what we know, for many generations, it was just told by word of mouth around a campfire. And I understand this as someone who has a great love for literature. I totally get this because we learn things when they resonate with us on a very intimate and personal level, right? When we can like actually relate to a story or to characters in a story, then it kind of imprints, the information will imprint into us versus just learning facts and regurgitating them. There's more complexity of complex thought when we learn through storytelling. And as you guys know, this channel, that's how I started this channel out. In 2020, as the world was falling apart and we were all kind of stuck in our homes, I opened up my channel to go to just talk about like urban legends and then look at history, weird history, to try to figure out what's really going on. And of course, that has led me and you, as you guys have been with me this whole almost 5 years now, through a wild journey, just a wild journey. You would have never, I would have never believed you if you told me the journey that we were going to go on at the start of 2020. I mean, it opened up, for better or for worse. I feel like this channel has definitely been very spiritually inspired by the divine. And that's not, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about all of us, like all you guys who have been with me and become my friends in this journey and that was my whole point, right? I was going to be doing research into topics and then presenting them on this channel through the art of storytelling. And then I wanted to see what you guys thought, like what struck you, like what's your research? Because we have to have multiple people looking at things in order to hear different perspectives to hopefully get as close to the truth as possible. I don't know if we'll ever fully get to the truth, because in third density, that's not the point of third density, is not knowing. But I think together we've kind of really, and I don't want to speak for you, but I know for me, our opinions on a lot of things have changed. Things that I never thought I would question, I have now been questioning, because of all of our collective work together. And so as we come up to the winter solstice, as we come up in December, coming into a new year, January 2025, which don't worry, we're going to talk more about. I've spoken about the real new year in a previous video, but we're going to talk more about that. But nonetheless, on our matrix calendar, we're coming up to a new year. I thought it would be a good time, especially since everything the world has been through, culminating this last month of November. Guys, I'm kind of speaking in code, as you know. We need to understand, I think, and this is for me as well, because these concepts still to this day, after 19 years of studying these concepts, they still blow my mind sometimes, and I still have to ponder them. So I understand the bigger picture of my life, of your life, of our collective life together. And so I wanted to talk today about karma and the Great Awakening, karma and how it affects us on this particular timeline, not just me, but you as well. And I'm going to do that by telling a story from my own life. Now, again, this is the art of storytelling. This is not this information that I have seen from my life, when I can turn around and look at my life, at the predicament of my life. Hopefully that will help you be able to look at your own life and see the karmic cause and effect of you being here now in this great awakening, in this pivotal time in our human history. And I want to express that, how important it is that you are here now. Right? As hard as a struggle as this has been for all of us, and as many times as many of us have wanted to give up, you are here now for a reason. We see with the Cassiopeians, all these channeling boards, that all these souls wanted to come to Earth for this moment, for this. But the only souls that were allowed to come here were the ones that could handle it. So that should give you some peace of mind. If divinity thinks you can handle it, you can handle it. And 2, the souls that had a karmic reason to come back. And the karmic reason to come back isn't necessarily what you might think it is. We're going to get into the 3 different types of karma, okay? All karma is cause and effect. That's all it is. We have our own personal karma, which is our own personal work from this life and past lives. We also have the collective karma. So we really experienced that in these past, let's just go ahead and say like 9 years since 2015, when that elevator happened. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That's a collective karma. And then we also have our ancestral karma. So the karma coming from our DNA. Now, a lot of people think that this is very black and white, right? It's not. It's not. And I want to explain to you before we get into the story, again, this idea of the soul, the Purusha, and the identity, the body, which is Prakriti or nature. So your personality type, your thoughts, your skin color, your hair color, your eye color, your blood type, your gender, your citizenship, who your parents are, this is all a part of Prakriti, of nature, which is not the soul. So when we look at karma, we're not necessarily looking at the soul, but at the nature. And so in a lot of instances, your soul uses the karmic experience of cause and effect of nature in order to refine itself. Okay? So the incarnations of your past life do build up to cause and effect of this particular life, but your soul's also looking at your lineage, right? So I've said this before, like I have a lot of ancestors myself. I know a lot of you guys do as well, who are Freemasons. We're going to get more into that in the story I'm about to tell, but you guys know we did a big breakdown of my dad's mom's family, the Bennetts or the Benets, as it's really said, and my great-great-grandfather, Stanley Benet, was a worshipful warlock for the Freemasons. Now, some people might see that and their heart might sink, and I don't know what he was up to. I wasn't alive then. He passed away long before I was born. He was born in the 1800s. But it really doesn't matter to me what he was doing. What matters is that the information, the karmic information of whatever magic was happening is in my DNA. And I choose, I make the choice how that plays out in my life. The Cassiopeans talk about this, right? So I know a lot of you have expressed that you found out you have a lot of like Freemasonry in your background, all that kind of stuff. Okay, awesome. You can't be responsible for what they did. What you have to be responsible for is what is in the DNA. The information that lies within the DNA. And I hope that makes sense, right? We have all this junk DNA apparently, but it's not junk. Yeah. And so there's all these intricate complexities when we look at our ancestral karma mixed with our collective karma as to why you're here right now. Your soul was picked to come here because your soul can handle it. So your soul designed an experience for you to have the resources that you need in order to complete whatever it is you came here to complete, especially collectively now with the collective consciousness and the collective karma. So before we get into that, the story I'm going to tell you guys today cannot be told on the YT, we'll say. So if you're watching this from YT, please go down into the description box below under show notes and click the link to the backup platform. If you are already on the backup platform that starts with the letter R, just hold on because you're already here. If you are from a country that does not get the backup platform, but you want to hear the story, just send me an email at esotericatlanta@gmail.com with your country in the subject line, and I will be more than happy to send it to you. All right. But if you're not in one of those countries, although I will say too, before we, something you can do, and I don't know how to do this myself, so I totally get it. Don't worry, I totally get it. But you might be able to change your VPN to a different country, and that could allow you access. So if that's something that you want to try, if not, I don't know how to do that on my computer, so you're more than welcome to email me. It's no big deal. But other than that, follow the link and I'll see you over on the other platform. If you are on the other platform, just hold for a second.